Pessoal, tudo bem? Hoje eu trago para vocês uma entrevista com Mário Guarini. É um baixista italiano super experiente, assim, um profissional daqueles que atuam com os grandes artistas da música italiana e europeia, além de atuar em programas de TV como a Mítica, é tipo um The Voice na Itália, né? Então, né, quem sabe esses programas aí tem um bastidor aí violento, o cara tem que ser muito bom para garantir a base do baixo, né, para todas as músicas que vão ser executadas. É programa de televisão, é ao vivo, então o bagulho é doido. Então eu falei assim, cara, eu quero conhecer mais sobre esse cara, porque eu vi vários vídeos dele falando da parte técnica, da parte de execução, e via também alguns vídeos monstrinhos dele tocando, olha só. Cara, manda muito, né? Então, o Mário, ele lançou já um primeiro álbum solo que teve a participação, cara, de Richard Bona, o Simon Phillips, entre outros grandes guitarristas e músicos, né, internacionais. E agora também ele lançou um livro chamado Os Pilares do Contrabaixo, onde ele no primeiro volume ele aborda a pentatônica. Um material muito legal para quem quiser expandir as fronteiras aí, né, inclusive do idioma, eu recomendo, tá? Então esse foi um papo que ele foi muito gentil e trocar essa ideia comigo, e sempre que eu puder vou trazer esse tipo de conteúdo para vocês, porque eu acho que é muito legal conhecer, né, músicas de outros países, de pessoas que falam outros idiomas, pensam, tem outras influências. Acho que tudo isso agrega pra gente como pessoa e como profissional, tá? Não se esqueça de dar um joinha, dar um like, e quem quiser contribuir um cadinho mais por R$ 1,99, dá aquele apoio maroto aí pro nosso canal, tá bom? Então, bora pra entrevista.
Okay, okay. I have many Brazilian friends. Maybe you know them. I'm friend with the Sandro Ike.
Sim,
Sandro, the guitar player.
é,
It's a friend of mine. And Cainha Cavalcante,
sim.
Pipoquinha. I know many Brazilian guys because they play here in Italy often,
Yeah.
and we have friends in common, and we play together sometimes. So I like Brazil. I like Brazilian musician. They
Have
are
you
the best in
been
the world.
have you
I,
been
I
here
never been.
before? No.
I never been. I never been.
Oh.
I was one time to play, but we they bring us in a big mall. We play, then the plane away.
Oh.
So I never been in to see
The
the Brazil. But I'm so bond with the Brazilian music because I love. Everything from Djavan, Milton Nascimento. I'm a huge Brazilian fan. So it's like I know I know Brazil really well through the music, through the songs. It's like I've been there, but I never been there.
oh,
I've
great.
been in Rio one time, as I told you, but a very, very fast away. I never seen the city really well.
Well, it should be great if you could come
Yes,
and because I used to say that not us Brazilians, we don't know Brazil. the
Yeah, I
whole
know, I
country
know.
because it's so
It's
huge.
so bad.
I have I have friends from Germany, from the US, who knows more places in Brazil than I do
I can't understand.
because it's
Can relate to this.
yeah.
It's so big. And I have this great friend of mine that is married with a Brazilian woman, and every year they, in January, more or less, they came to Brazil because his wife want to see the family and hang out with them. And every year he said to me, "It's time to go to Brazil." It's a
Yeah,
musician too. So maybe one day, maybe one day.
yeah, you should and find some gigs,
I
bring your bass and
Yeah, yeah,
find some
I have
gigs,
to. Because I have these friends, Sandro, and it's they want to play
Of course,
always.
Sandro will put you in the right gigs.
Yeah, but the Brazilian bass players are so good.
Oh,
It's tough because there are so many great musicians there.
yeah, like in Italy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why in my channel I like to interview bass players from other countries
yeah. I know.
because
I can understand.
because
Yeah,
since I can speak other language a little bit, so for me it's a way to bring to the Brazilian audience,
yeah, yeah,
new artists that are making great music. They have very inspiring careers,
yeah.
like yours, and there's so many things we can learn from bass
Yeah.
players like you. You have so many contents online. You have this career as a professional bass player,
Yeah,
as a bass teacher, educator. So that's why
absolutely, absolutely.
that
Because I say I am. I can relate to the virtuosistic approach to people Guinea, but I'm a very very experienced player in professional music, so I can teach something to the other people about to play in a super professional situation because I've done this for so many years in a TV show and top level artists. So I have my experience in other situation. But I like and I try to bring my student to I like to study and be every time better, the better possible on the instrument, not only on the professional side, because sometimes we reach a plateau, a
yes.
situation where it's enough to play professional gig. But I like to see Pipo Guigna and dream to be as good as him, to be better, to have an inspiration to grow up and always be better, always be better every day. It's important because we don't like musician. We need stimulation to be creative, to be. Otherwise, sometimes the professional side of the music transform us in robots, in people that only have to read and do the right thing. But music is also creativity, so it's important to write our music. To also is not very successful, but uh, to lift us. It's important to grow
and
up every day.
and in today's world with all these new things that are coming up, like the
Yeah,
artificial intelligence, and
yeah,
if we don't evolve in creativity, because the artificial
yeah.
intelligence that only repeats what have already been done,
You
that
are right. You are
it
right.
is at least so far it does not bring new things, new approaches, and we need professional people, inspiring people, and people that are continuously working on their creativity to expand the territories, expanding ideas,
Absolutely,
in
absolutely.
every
Also,
field
in
of
everything,
work.
and also it's important. It's difficult because we have access to so many great musicians. And sometimes this seems to be intimidating because there are so many people better than us. But every one of us is unique. It's important to know. Victor Wooden say this every time. It's really important. So express our creativity is to bring our unique voice to the world. I think I always said to my student, I play like Flia that have studied music seriously, and it's important because my my recipe of my music with the influence because I studied jazz, but I like rock really well. Uh, this recipe is unique, so you have to bring this to the world, and in a world where the creativity will be in the end of the intelligence of soon or AI, we need to say this is my music. This is I, and there is nothing like me. It's important. Also, if you don't sell so many copies, it's important for your life, for your musicianship.
Yeah, and yeah, it's our subjectivity,
Yeah, yeah,
to
absolutely. You
define
have to
who
say, I
who is
am this.
Mario, you know?
Yeah, yeah, it's important. It's important.
Because when people call you to make a session, recording session or a live tour, they need to know who Mario is,
Yes,
the
but
Mario sound, and also the Mario professional, how can I say that, delivery? What Mario delivers,
yes,
in
but
terms of music, sound,
musicianship.
and
Yes.
also how he contributes to the whole band and to
Yes, you have to know because you don't know really well the professional side of Italian music.
yeah.
In Italy, is it's difficult to express yourself in professional music because they don't want the musician to be too much have too much personality.
Okay.
they, in Italy they try to copy what's it's right in the other in the other countries. So if there is there is no they don't want surprise. Okay, so for this I have had my really exigence to express myself because when I reached the 50 years, I realized that in all my life there wasn't nothing professional. They really express my side of music, my side of or what I like in music in bass. And so I thought I have to make something mine because if you can recognize my style, my approach, but it's not the real me because Italy don't want musician too much, with too much personality. They like that the singer have to be the real protagonists have to be the star in every
Okay.
moment. Okay, so it's a cultural, it's here, it's about it's not about the music, it's about the song.
Yeah, it's different from what I've heard from some Brazilian musicians, session players,
Yeah,
who are called to give their sound, their
yeah, but
taste, their
you
flavor to,
you
for
hear
example,
that
Djavan always counted on
yeah.
bassists who
Yeah,
could
I
give
know.
this and give that to their song, as
But
well many other musicians, you know.
that's why Brazilian music is so unique. That's why I am Italian, but I hear Brazilian music because I hear personality. I hear people that express themselves. Arthur Maya with Dojavan
Yeah,
have done beautiful music. If I send you Italian commercial music, you don't recognize one musician.
yeah,
You don't want to hear that music anymore. You know, maybe all the Italian music was like this, but not now. Now, if you hear, you
it's
seem
too
something like
commercial, and
commercial, really
yeah,
commercial,
and
because
this
they
is
don't want
dangerous
to.
because this can be substituted by Suno and other AI tools, you know.
Exactly, exactly. This is the risk. I say to my student this: if you they try to to find their way, so they try to be the more transparent possible sometimes. And I say that kind of approach can be really done by a computer in a year or two. They
Yeah,
can do a professional bass player like you in a minute. They can the AI can do Arthur Maya approach. Never, because he was unique. He was his voice, his personality. So I said to them, try to find your personality. If you can use it in professional music, do your music, do your music with your friends, but have a place where try to find your voice. Otherwise, in 5 years, your music can be done with a click, for
yes,
sure.
yes. And here in Brazil, artists like Javan and Ivan Lins, for example, who were really
Yeah,
huge, and they're still huge, yes, but in the
yeah,
last 30 years, I guess, there was a huge mass production of music too, more
yeah.
commercial,
Everywhere.
and the musicians hired by those artists, those very commercial artists, they were they all have side gigs. They all have jazz bands or fusion bands and
Yeah,
rock bands, you know, to
yeah.
express
I
themselves,
know.
because through
Yes,
their work, daily work, you know, that pay the bills, they cannot
yes.
really express. They have to be professionals and delivers what, yeah. But you know,
And
and back in the
they
80s, we
fix.
used to have soap operas, and the soap operas
Okay.
used to put very nice music, like
Yeah,
Javan and others, Tom Jobim, and the soap operas were huge. But now, with the internet, the Brazilian soap operas went down in
okay.
popularity, and we do not have this music selection by quality anymore
I know.
as we used to
I know.
have, you know.
I
Djavan
can
has so
understand.
many good records recently, but people
Yeah,
normally don't know so
don't know.
much.
Yeah, don't know so much. It's the same, and but much worse here in Italy.
Yeah,
It's the same problem because the problem is global. It's not. But here it's worse than you are describing. There is no good music in television anymore in Italy. Nowhere. No music TV show. No, there are nothing left to hear. Some good Italian music from the past, maybe.
yeah,
So there is no way to express yourself in commercial music. So we need to find another way. We need to find a way to be a musician, be creative, be and try to find a different way.
yeah. And as you said, yeah, this is a frequent topic with your students, you know,
Yeah,
when
absolutely. Absolutely. But you know, the student that grow up with me, fortunately, they listen many music and they are so open, and they know they have to, you know, grow up this side of musicianship from the beginning. Uh, I see this in you know, young people that don't study with me, but they want to fit to enter in the industry. So I tell them that that this is not the right way to be a musician. You can it's not the 80 anymore. You can
yeah.
do only the professional guy that the session man that is perfect and can do always perfect, because this is not this is not important anymore.
Yeah, people need what I see in my channel. I have something like 50,000 views per month. You know, I
Oh,
never thought I would have such an audience.
yeah.
And and I'm not I'm a bassista amatoriale. I'm an amateur.
Okay,
I'm a
okay,
professor at the university,
okay,
and but I'm a veterinarian, and
okay.
I work with a different thing, you know,
Yeah,
and because I'm a teacher, I can talk, and I feel that people need curatela. You know, they need
yeah,
someone to, okay, listen to
yeah. I
this
know.
guy,
Yeah,
listen to this album here, you know, oh, listen this solo. It's a sax solo. It's not bass, but it's a sax solo. Try to make these phrases, the sax phrases on your bass. This would be a nice exercise. So people are starting to feel the need for curatela.
guidance, guidance.
Yeah,
I know this is different for my when I was young, because there was so many information and many things, many albums, no Spotify, no. So when something arrived to us, really important, we immerse ourselves in that thing. I was angry about the
yeah.
music, and when a friend, maybe an older guy, giving me, you know, a Robin Ford CD or a Patitucci CD, I go crazy with the CD for months. Now and but I it's like, you know, if you don't have food and the food arrive, and the guys today are so many things with YouTube and really fast accessible, that don't know, and then don't are so angry like I was about content. That
I believe that I believe when you have so many information available, né, prontissimo ali,
yeah,
I think it makes it makes a trick on your mind
yeah,
that okay, whenever I click, I will have this, so I don't have to internalize it. You know,
yeah.
people get lazy.
Get lazy. It's like, you know, you know, when you see the, you know, the rich guy that have everything, and they don't like it, they don't appreciate life and the simple things.
Yeah,
I see that the students have so many information, so many things, that they are not happy, unhappy with that.
yeah. At the
And they,
university is the same.
yeah, yeah, they need guidance that like they are babies.
Yeah,
It's really different. For I was searching around. They are not searching because everything is there.
yeah.
But this is very dangerous, because if you don't have a guidance, you risk to be very superficial not really deep about music. It's not about information. They know everything, but they are not deep in the way you listen, play, and are in the music. I remember the sensation when a CD was important for me. I was there with the people that are playing. I was thinking about to be in the studio with them when I listen to, you know, a Michael Jackson records. I was there with Joe Robinson, with Liz Johnson. Really deep in that sound, in every feel. It's difficult for the guys today to live like that, because they think that there is a link for another and a list of 10 best song. It's difficult to make them go deep in everything. It's difficult, but you know,
But that's what made you Mario
yeah,
Guarini.
a great teacher. I know.
That's
I know.
what's, you always had this drive, questa
Yeah,
potenza per,
always.
per,
Yeah,
per
I
la
said to them.
ricerca.
Yeah, to go
It,
deep,
it was something
every day.
that drove you until that drove you where you are now, that who you are now, you know?
Yes, and the fact that if you live the music like that, I live the music like that every day, not when I was young. It's now part of my way of listen and live music. Okay, and this is important because work it's go up and down. But I say always to them, my passion for music and bass is the same from the day one, because I'm so deep about that thing, and it's not about I have to study this to play this. No, it's a passion. I can be with my headphone and be happy. Because I listen a song that I never know about, maybe Pino Palladino, and I listened to the song, and it's a passion. It's not about work, and this starts when you begin. If you start be not deep about music all your life, you have been, you know, not so. Not so
You can
involved.
develop the skills, but then later you will be
Yeah,
replaceable.
yeah, because this is the fact. Because your happiness about music is tied to the business side. If you
Yeah.
are working, I like music. You are not working, I hate music. It's not. If for me, I tomorrow I can do another work, and when I go home, I put my headphone and listen to Jaco, and so they have to live music like that. Otherwise, it's a suffering. it's a,
Yeah,
it's a, it's a struggling to be in the music industry.
I agree.
And so,
I would like to ask
and
about your new book.
yes, see to this.
Whoa, my the
I know. It's five
500.
hundred pages. So
Whoa.
I am
And
so proud about this because there is. I took 3 years to write, but it's 35 years of my way to approach music in there. So it's a joy to have in my hands and share with other people, because there are so many ideas that I developed that I like to share, and not only with my students. I do this every day, but with people that know such the things that are written in there. So I'm very proud of it.
that it's great. And this is the volume one
The
about
volume one,
pentatonics.
yeah, because the idea about the book is this. It's um, every time I have a huge collection of best method books. I have hundreds of them, and every time, every book, there is the argument change every chapter. There is the modes, and after that the melodic modes. After that, you know, the diminished, because to maintain the attention to new topics. So my idea was to pick up one topics. In this book is pentatonics, and the next will be triads and arpeggios, and to that argument I try to go deep every chapter, and talk about and play every argument. So the melodic modes through the view, through the lens of that topics. So the idea is, if you know very well some of the basic topics about the bass, so the pentatonics is one of them, and the triads it's another, and you really know that topics, you can apply that topics in many situations, and you can make sound. You can make every sound and every scales through the lens of that kind of topics. So to understand, you can play the major pentatonics of the tritons and have a Superloquian sound. So you don't have to study every time a new information, but you can modify and apply in different ways the same information.
That's
But the
great.
idea is you have to know really well that information, not like like I know the pentatonics. No, you have to do really every pentatonics in every modes, in every from the lower notes, in all the instrument. You have to really know that topics, and this is the idea. Every chapter you go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. So you can study 10 years with this book. I can't wait to share with you know, I'm doing the English translation, so
Yeah.
I try to share with maybe great musician out there, and see if they appreciate the content.
Yeah, I will put the link for because
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I think the Brazilian audience, I always say to my followers that now with the internet you can have a, many bass teachers as you want.
Yes.
You used to have your local bass teacher, the one you could
Definitely.
reach. Now you can study with so many different teachers.
Yes, but
So
it's for me too, because many of the contents I got in there, it's because I told you I am a searcher. So I have many teachers that I discovered in internet, like you know, there is because in the book I talk so much about barriers, and I find in internet a really a teacher that have been near barriers. I never met barriers, but
yeah,
I have a teacher for me that have been near barriers. It was important because I hear the real voice, not in the book, but the real voice of a student that have been near the source of the
yeah,
information. And I have learned so much before put in the book some information, because I was a student too, and this is it's internet make this so easy. You can find a person that really it's really deep in what you're try to understand, and I talk to him and have information, and I at the end of the book I put the list of all the people with I have studied online with, and every person have given me something special that I never met in Italy with my teachers.
Yeah.
So it's important to find a different way to understand music.
Yes, I want to send you my CD too. This is the first one,
Yes.
uh, and I send you in the chat so you can download
Perfect.
it.
Oh, grazie.
Let me know about it, and I'm very proud of this, because there is Vinicola Aiuta, Richard Bonat, Mike Stern, Michael
Yes,
Landau,
and I want to talk
many.
about this CD.
Yes,
Because this CD was released in 2017, I guess.
17, yes, because
17.
now I'm going to finish my second one. So that one that I was saying to you, there is Sandro and Pipo Quinha that play a
Oh,
Brazilian song
great.
of mine, and so I'm very proud of both. This was the first one, so there was many pressure for me, but I'm so happy. I look at that with
How was this pressure? Because sometimes, are you a perfectionist, or
yes, because
it was the
I
pressure of the
the
names that
pressure.
came to play with you? Because,
No, it's a pressure with myself, because I want to do something, very special, and this is not good. I say
yeah,
I try to be less stressed with the second one. Try to upset myself more. Because I was so demanding about this one, and was was so stressful, because I bring some great musician, so I want to be like them, to be the best that I can. So nothing was good enough. Okay, but and I'm so proud of it. I think I do a great job with the composition, and the playing, the solos. But sometimes you can do good music and be more relaxed about it and set yourself for more. And so the next CD will be titled "Enjoy the Journey."
yes,
So I try to enjoy
less
myself,
pressure.
less pressure, because I know, but maybe the first one it's the same for everyone, but I
Yes,
done it, this is the first, so I
yes,
done the best that I can. Every note was about I can do better. I can't do better. But the next one will be more. I have set myself. If not the best, this is me. This is me. It maybe can upset my first solo. In this one, it's only the 25 one was right. Because I try to do everything on at the top.
yes.
But
And
I'm very proud about the composition, because there are it's music written with the bass in mind, so it's not like sax music with the bass that do the lead. It's a bass music. It's like my inspiration was like song like School Days or Power or Marcus, that
yes,
it's the bass is protagonist, without losing the contact with the accompany
The main
sessions,
role, nah? The main
the main
function
role.
of the bass.
But you had to write the music to leave the space, leave the bass role, but and do the thematic side of the music without losing too much of the bass core, you know. And I think I find the right way to do that. When you will listen to the music, you will see yourself that it's a disc about the bass.
That's
It's
great.
not
And the compositions, you made the compositions thinking about this putting the album together, or were those those
no
compositions, they were
I
coming through years and years of, you know.
no, because I involved so many musicians, so I have to have a real clear idea about the song, because every song have a different musician. So if I don't have add time, and to bring the people together and talk about what do you think about that. So I've done a really well done pre-production, and I write very detailed and really clear parts, score about every instrument.
Okay.
So they know perfectly how much to play, where to have a solo, and in that they put their creativity in there. But
And where did you record the album?
it, so
You
many
play?
different studios, because I involved 50 musicians, so I have to do drums on the house of some drummer, then go the Hammond player, have the Hammond with mics, so I go
Yes.
to so to put together these very different people, you have to have clear in mind your ideas, otherwise you lost the track. And to do that, I've done a very well done pre-production with the plugins. I have when you record, I give you a really detailed score and a song that I think this is the way. So put yourself in there, and this is the result, because I involved so talented musician. They put themselves, but reading the charts and doing. They are great professional musicians, so they can read the chart but have the freedom to express
Express.
themselves.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So, and I was say written everything on bass. Try to image everything and try to match my part in the arrangement of the song. So not after this is the chords. What can I do with the bass? No, the bass was the backbone of everything.
Oh, that's great. I'm
Uh,
curious to hear, because
yeah,
I
yes,
heard some things on YouTube,
but
but
it's
now with
not the
the
same,
CD, I will. Yeah,
because
yeah.
the CD I am, so we can discuss about it. I haven't put this on Spotify. It
Okay.
and so many people listen to the song in the live YouTube version. It's
Yeah,
not the same,
of course.
but it was my choice to on don't give away
Okay.
my CD on the Spotify for free.
Okay.
It was difficult because so many people. I haven't had access to so many people, but
Yeah.
now
But
with
it's I don't know how much this it's I'm being critical here, because okay, everybody will have access to your music,
yes,
but will they give the proper value to your
No,
music,
absolutely.
because I don't see people, of course, professional musicians like you will open Spotify, put a headphone
Search.
and
Yeah,
listen.
yes,
But the
yes.
regular people,
Don't do
this
that.
would this I don't know, it's better to go directly to your niche, to
It's
your
exactly
to
it, this.
your to your
This was
audience.
my choice, and the fact is that the people that bought your CD, they put in there and try to listen because something they own.
Yeah.
So
They're
it's not.
starting missing this now, to have the
Yeah,
physical experience.
yeah. I
You
know, I
know,
know.
I think
This
we
is
are starting to go down this big, huge hype of digital everything. People, I
yeah.
think
I
in
know
10 years we will be giving much more value to the real thing. You know,
absolutely. I mean that too.
it looks
We have to find. I'm not so in in the business social media side of promoting my music, etc. Because in my work it's another. This is
yeah,
the passion, not my the way I live, But I think we people that want to do this is music like his passion about composing and try to make a business. We have to find a new way, more that you involve them in your rehearsal day. You involve them when you are recording, when you show the process of making that song. You have to involve people more, and but you can do. The people to want to be back in the reality of the music, of to do music. The more Suno and the AI music will be big, the more people say, I want to see a musician
yeah.
try to do the perfect take. Not to have a song in 50 seconds. I want to see the people struggling. But the CD is not enough to do that, because if you are not a musician, you can understand perfectly the effort to reach that solo. If you are a normal people, or a passionate people, you have to see the saxophonist that do the solo, and you say it's not. We are near. It's not the right one, and you try again. We have to find a way. Not me, because I'm too old, but the young guys have to find a way to involve people in that moment, in that process, to bring the people in the studio.
Yeah, but you know one thing that I think a lot, because I applied this thought in different areas,
Yes,
and that is that the problem is that I think if things are not correctly managed, what will happen that people who has means, who has money to
yes,
pay to have live musicians in their parties,
yeah,
in their theaters, in their venues, concert halls, they will have access to those live and real
yeah,
artists. The problem is that people who don't have money, especially we're talking about Brazil, which huge parts of the population doesn't have enough money, live with the minimum. These people will have access only to shitty music,
yeah,
to AI generated music or this
for sure.
mass production music. And it's a huge part of the populations. So so I'm afraid that if we don't deal with this properly, this will be a thing for the elite.
For sure. It's
It's
happening.
just like real
It's,
meat. Here in Brazil,
Yeah,
they are
yeah,
doing a lot of research
yeah,
we call cultivated meat instead
yeah. I
of
know.
take the mañale
Yeah, yeah.
and to
To
make
the
the
cell.
yeah,
Yeah,
you grow up in the lab the
yeah,
meat. It will be cheaper. It will be safe. It will be bring nutritional
yeah. Of the
properties. It's
meat
okay,
protein. Yes.
but we will not. The rich people will always have picanha and the
Fiorentina. I know.
yeah, no, that's it.
I know. It's the same. It's the same, and you see in America, the food. It's the same. All the people eats junk food, and the rich people can have the salad with the best strawberry and
Yeah.
the real deal. It's a problem because live music it's always beginning to cost more, and people choose wisely to spend the money for live music, and it's difficult. It will be very tough for the new generation to have access to real music. Think about that. I was reading an article today about the fact that some young guys maybe will listen to the I version of Jimi Hendrix and and the Queen. Think about that. It's terrible if you think about that, because they have access to music in that way, because the world is going there, because the example they made, it's a more kind of effort to pay the royalties for the real music, can pay the royalties to Suno and have a Beatles-esque AI generated music to send in the mall, and the new generation will grow up listening to the fake version of what we have really appreciated, and we have my passion, your passion about music start with that kind of people. I start listening to music, listen to Pink Floyd, to the real music. So the passion
Yes.
lit up. So,
And you
imagine
try
to,
to reproduce when you're
yes,
younger,
that passion,
and
that
you do not go to
reality.
the internet and play the music like Pink Floyd. Oh, come
Yes,
on.
it's not the same. It's not the same because, as you said about the meat, it's the same. If you taste something that is not so good, it's good, but it's not so good. You don't be passionate about all the kind of meat you can cook. It's you eat and go on your day. The music is it's beginning to be like that in the life of young people, and I
Yeah.
see with my nephew. My nephew, it's don't bother about the Beatles or the Pink Floyd. I try,
But don't you think this
try.
is an educational thing? Because I heard that if you want people enjoying good music, you have to teach them music.
You
Not
know, but
not not making real music, professional
yeah,
music,
yes,
but
but
teaching an
I know,
instrument
but
to
be real.
appreciate music. This is something that it's in the household. It's in your house.
Okay,
Like in Italian, you learn since you're born, you learn how to appreciate food.
okay, but I say some. This is a reflection that I was doing recently about the young guys. When I was my family is not a musician family. Okay, so my father it's was in the construction industry. My mother was an housewife, and there was no music in my house. But I when I listen casually in music, no one teach me about music, so this is that I was the passion for that thing started with my own, and because I was listening, and for me was so beautiful, so I can think a life without that, this is not something that some people took me in the room and say, listen to this is important, how I try to do
Yes.
with my nephew. It's not the same.
Yeah.
So it's something very difficult to accept for us of now our generation, that the young people are changing. The music is not touching them in the same way. You can
I,
put them in the room, you can give them the best music that there are. They are not. It's something in the brain that is different.
yeah, as a father and as a ricercatore, I must
Yes.
say that it's a this generation. I have Davide e Olivia, 8 e
Ah,
7
beautiful,
anni,
beautiful name.
and you know, as much as I try to avoid them using cell phone, TV,
Yes.
and
Yes.
because our time TV, the Topo Gigio, I used to watch Topo Gigio when I was young, and it was fun.
Yeah,
It was sitting down,
it was fun.
and
It
it
was.
was not so. It was not so fast. You know,
Yes,
the
I know. I know
words, the
perfectly what you are
dialogues,
saying.
the jokes. It has a
Yeah.
different timing, and now everything's so fast. And this new generation, they are being bombed
Yeah.
with endorphin. Uh, Endorphin, it's a molecule that drives you, that is released with pleasure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the
It's a lot
pleasure
of
you had
dopamine.
when
Yeah.
you were young, you had the room free to feel the endorphin going up when you listen to music. Now the
Yes.
endorphin of those kids are so high
Yes.
that they cannot
That's
have pleasure with things that do not spike an endorphin so high. They
yes.
have
This is.
it's just like cocaine and other drugs. You are
Yeah. Yeah.
taking
Yes.
this level of cocaine to
Yes.
get, then after 6 months
Yes.
you have to raise the level of cocaine to feel the excitement. It's the same, you know
Yes. It's the same.
so
It's the
that's
same.
why we
I
have to clean up this generation. We have it's just like
it's
taking
possible.
someone from the drugs.
It's
It's
possible. You think it's possible
I
to
don't know,
work like
because the
that?
whole system is driving towards this level of excitement all the time.
Yes. Think about uh, everything is like that. If you see a movie, if you see
It's so
uh,
fast. It's
it's so fast.
oh
I was a young guy, and then if you see, Odyssey in the space,
yeah,
you know, I remember dreaming seeing that, and if my nephew see that, it's the same film. He see that after 20 minutes, it's not in there anymore
yeah,
because it's too slow. It's nothing happening,
yeah,
and but this means that they have the brain is changed. The composition of the brain is, and this is the first generation I was testimony. Think about the next one.
yeah. It's right. If they were,
It's
because this new generation doesn't have sex anymore.
yeah, yeah, it's the same because it's boring for
It's
them.
boring.
you know
Oh, come on.
how can you try to was thinking about when I was really young, and then I find a pornographic magazine
Yeah.
in the garage.
This was like, whoa, Indiana
Wow.
Jones.
It's like I found a treasure. Yeah,
Now
it's
this
like Indiana
generation,
Jones.
if they go at night to Fontana di Trevi and find a blonde calling you
Yes,
Marcello, Mario, they will, what?
yes. What's it about?
I
I
don't have
know.
cell
I
phone.
know. Yeah, yeah. It's like that. We are laughing, but it's
It's
real. It's a
serious.
real
It's
thing. And
serious.
they don't get excited anymore for
Yeah.
everything. Music, it's a part of this, but they get excited for nothing. They get
But
excited for 10 seconds for something that make them laugh on excited for 10 seconds. Not more. They are not
but
involved.
you are doing the right thing. You are putting out your music.
Yes,
You are putting out your method, your books.
yes.
It's 500, the volume one. I can imagine the volume two.
It will be the same, not bigger, not bigger. It's like the CD, the CD.
Yeah.
This is the first book, so
Yeah.
it's this pressure of,
Yeah, sure.
of
And and you're doing the right thing because you are populating with good stuff. And
yeah,
it depends on the people, to
yes.
stop and realize, no, oh, I have to find the good stuff. And they will
Yeah,
find
but
you,
there are
you
people
know.
like that, and there are guys and young guys like me. There are so many, but there are a little number. I have
Yeah.
students that are like me when I was young. They are passionate, hungry, and new information, new music. This is a bus play. I don't know that the next day they try to find everything. There are some guys like that, but they are rare. It's
Yeah.
not. So I think we musician must understand that we don't have to reach many people anymore. We are not the time that you can do weather reporters music or Primus music and be successful. It's impossible now because the people that it's not the number are not the same.
Yeah.
We have to be patient and grow up a little, but
And
very
and
passionate people.
and this niche of people, I think that's
Yes,
the internet allowed all the niches to
yes, to
exist.
find them. Yes, yes,
However, the niche might exist, but might not be financially sustainable.
yes,
The money is not circulating enough to make this niche
yes,
uh, profitable to everyone to live.
yes.
This is
I
something
know.
that we have to think about it, because that's
Yes.
something perhaps you have to keep your career as a professor, as a
Yeah, for sure,
touring
for sure,
musician, as a session player,
for sure.
and you have a niche
Yes,
job, a niche,
because I said this because you can do that when you are relaxed and enjoy the music, enjoy the
yeah,
journey, like my next CD. If my life, my family was, I have to support my family with this.
yeah,
I will be stressed and crazy and about the Spotify problem and the people that don't want to pay and they copy it. The stress is not a good way to do real music, good music, because
yes,
you have a problem. It's not enjoying a process anymore. So we have to accept that express ourselves. We have to do for the pleasure of it. It will be every day more difficult to make a job about this.
yeah,
This is sad to say, but it's real. It's real, and I see many people that try to do that only for living, they are very sad people.
Yeah.
Not no, they are not enjoying the music anymore.
Yeah, that's why
But the
career
stress,
planning it's important. Yes.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Because you know, if you are stressed,
The
I say
creativity will
this go
never
down,
come. Yeah.
and come nothing. You are thinking about the bills and nothing more, and you are sad about the process because don't give you what you need to live. So if you live, I say to my student, you have one when you they have to decide if to maybe a side job too. I say if you do music and you are happy, you are in the right way. If you do music and the stress is so high, find a side job because there is music and stress. It's they don't match. If
Yes.
you have to express yourself and be in front of people and laughing and bring joy to the people, you have to have joy inside yourself, not be so stressed about the bar not paying you enough for the fuel to the gig. So it's difficult. It's
It's
difficult for that kind. But this is, I think, you have to find a way to live your life, to support your family, and then find a space for your creativity and your expression.
That's right.
Maybe one day you will find the right balance to be happy about it.
Yeah, but this is for almost being someone who's not a professional musician.
Yeah.
That in my life too. Sometimes I have to teach classes that I don't like.
Yes.
Sometimes I have to do a research uh, experiments or to work with something that it's not something that turns me on, that excites me.
Yeah.
I have other interests, but sometimes I just have to do, it's being part of adult,
Yes.
we have to pay the bills,
Yeah.
so it's and we as soon as we learn how to deal with these two parts of your life, the better will be
Yes.
because one make the other
Yes.
viable. You go when you do the thing that you love, you know, you do the boring part happier,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yes.
know?
Yes.
And then
Yes.
the boring parts
This is
that will pay, for example, 80% of your bills
yes.
will make you enjoy more the part that
This
you
is
love and make you free to, so this is true liberty, freedom,
yes. This is what I say to my students. So to find it's not a fault to need something that make you more stable and have peace and have a good relationship with the music and with the music business, and don't be stressed and crushed about all the pressure to to uh, to support your family, your people only with your thing, because it can be very stressful.
yes.
And so find your way. Can be teaching, it can be doing wedding gigs. Do something that can make you have joy about express yourself with music and other things.
Yes.
So
Okay, Mario.
you took the
Grazie.
link. You took the link about the
Uh,
CD.
yeah,
It's in the
I
chat.
yeah, the Instagram chat. Yeah,
No,
or
it's here in the here in the Zoom chat.
okay, it's here. Yes, I will.
You see?
Perfect. Yes, it's already downloading. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Mario.
No,
Mario,
no, no. It's a pleasure.
thank you
It's
so
a
much
pleasure.
for this time in
Thank you so
your
much, Ivan.
Domenica.
It's a be a pleasure, and we stay in contact. I update you about the new CD and the when it will be out in the next year, so we can do a chat about it and talk about the song that it's my tribute to the beautiful Brazilian music, and it's a humble tribute to the music I love so much. So it's a frevo. So
Oh,
listen to
amazing,
the,
amazing.
in the next chat.
That's perfect.
It
And
was wonderful Sunday, and in Brazil every day it's wonderful. So
yeah,
it would be easy.
I hope you come to Brazil, and if you
Yes,
come, let's try to meet. And if I go to Rome
yes,
in the near future, I
yes.
let you know.
Yeah, yeah. Let me know. Let me know.
It would be
We
a
are in
pleasure to
contact.
meet you in person.
Absolutely, absolutely. I bring you in some typical trattoria, and I'm an expert.
Perfect.
I I I will try. Will bring you in some really really good restaurant in Italy.
That's great.
Okay,
Thank you,
Ivan.
Mario.
See
Grazie.
you. Thank to you.
Ciao, ciao.
See you.
Pessoal, queria agradecer a todos que assistiram, né, que chegaram até aqui. As entrevistas, né, são uma parte especial do meu canal, porque é uma das coisas que mais me deixa feliz no YouTube, ter esse canal no YouTube, é poder entrevistar pessoas que eu acho fantásticas, tá bom? Então, queria agradecer a todos que chegaram até aqui. Fiquem bem, continuem com o groove na ponta dos dedos. Um abraço.